to my channel and let's learn about SpecKit. To understand it well, we'll build a simple to-do application with Next.js using SpecKit. So what is a SpecKit? SpecKit basically it's a tool set which helps you uh, build your applications with AI in a spec-driven way. So basically what we call it is as a spec-driven development. So what we are doing previously is just firing up the prompts and just building up the applications. No spec, not we didn't have any specifications that we are just telling upfront and building the application. But in spec-driven development, what we are doing is basically writing down all the specifications for the application that we want to build and let the AI do the stuff. So this is the GitHub repo that you can go through, and this is the website they have built specific to SpecKit here. So yeah, let's go with it and see it. How is it? Yeah. Let's go to the terminal and build one project using SpecKit. All the commands related to that I will copy paste in the GitHub repo and you can check that out from there. Let's build. This is the command for installing SpecKit in a new project. So let's say this is the command and specify in it my let's say simple to do app. So basically what another thing we can all say is that it's a more structured way of vibe coding, which also we can call it as a spec driven development. Many companies are building their own own tool set like SpecKit here, and let's select a coding agent that we want for the SpecKit. So I have Codex. I will be using Codex in this tutorial. So let's proceed with it. PowerShell or SH. I am on Mac, so I'm going with the SH. So yeah, here you have it, and there are many commands to the SpecKit that helps you build those applications, and let's go with it. So first we proceed with a folder. What was the name? Simple to do application. Yeah. Okay. Let's open, and here you have it. So as we can see, we have the .agents folder which is with respect to the codex, and we have this .specify folder which is with respect to SpecKit. So we have different things in it. Let's explore it one by one. So first of all, as we are using codex, let's see that. So how we do it is we have this SpecKit dot constitution, like those commands like SpecKit dot constitution, SpecKit constitution. We have this thing SpecKit dot constitution, which helps you build the constitution file. So constitution file is basically a file to define the standards, architecture rules, testing expectations, constraints, and various other things that you want in a project to be globally applied. Let's say it's a Next.js application. It's a Next.js application that we are building it, and maintain proper folder structure, use TSX everywhere. So this gonna build the constitution file which stays in this memory folder. Depending upon the project, whatever you are working on, you should have a specific constitution file regarding that. you have the templates file. So what happens is, as you go through these commands, SpecKit commands, you have all these files: plan, spec, task. So the template in which you want these things, like what should be the spec template of my file, of my project file, or my spec file, or my task file, you should have the proper related to that. So all these things you can modify it, and you have to modify it as per your project. So let it generate it. We have the workflows as well, because how it calls. So as we can see, we have specify, plan, task, and implement with review kits and all. We'll see them in action. Yeah, we have the constitution, we have the template, we have the spec files changed. Let's first see the constitution file. So constitution file, as I said, it's a Next.js app router application, TSX everywhere, explicit folder boundaries. So that's how it is. That's how it helps us building the applications in a certain proper way, in a predefined way, not just a vibe coded stuff, in a spec driven fashion. So let's specify for it. Let's just specify SpecKit, which is SpecKit and specify. So by this specify, you describe what you want to build and why. We can say it as, I want to build a very simple to do application with uh, with you with you can with which I can create, delete, and modify or edit my to-do list with very minimal UI using Next.js with TS6. So let it generate it. So here we have the spec file. So from this specify command, it generates a spec file for it, requirements and feature.json. Let's see the spec file for it, which is in the specs folder, which is here. Spec, this is the spec file, and let's see it in action. This is manage to-dos, which is priority 1, user stories. So basically it creates a user stories of whatever input we are giving. Requirements, yeah, and we have it. So, and this is the requirements.md file, which is in the checklist. Let's see that. So these all, we have the feature.json file as well. So make sure when you run this specify command, you should not over prompt it. The project I was working on, I have over prompted sometimes, and it doesn't build the certain files as per the requirement. Only it builds sometimes the spec file and not this requirements and feature.json. So keep it crisp and clear what you want to build. Okay. So these are the things. So let's proceed further to the next step, which is clarify. So clarify basically helps you ambiguity before planning. So whatever the things are there, so these are just the steps to refine your building. Spec kit, and we have this clarify, and we can directly run as it is because it takes the files. So so let's see that. Recommended option B, it gives the app the most practical behavior for a to do with minimal extra complexity, and it matches what the most users expect from a simple app. Session only to dos appear on the refresh, persist in the disk in the browser. To do survive refreshes, reopening the tab. Sync to the backend. Tools should be designed for remote persistence. You can reply with option, accept the recommendation by saying yes or recommended, or provide a short answer. Okay. Uh, I don't want to go with any complex things, so let's go with the A option only, to disappear on the refresh when when the browser closes. Let's go with A option. So yeah, it generated the spec file again. So this clarify is for clarifying the things out, if there is any ambiguity, and it updates the spec file. Let's move further and move to the implementation plan of it. What should be the plan, right? SpecKit plan. Let's go with it. If there anything to be told about, so you can just mention it here. Otherwise, you can just directly fire up this command. I'm starting the planning now. So yeah, what audit files generates? Let's see that. So we have the plan.mg file. We have the research. We have the data model. Quick start. You have the research file. Let's see what is there in the research file. So yeah, decisions, all those decisions that we have to make it. We have the quick start, and let's proceed further. And you have this for the next step, you have the quality aspect of it. Like it checks the this thing checklist. So it basically validates the completeness, clarity, and consistency of this plan that we have made. So I'm not going with that. Let's proceed direct further onto the task part. So yeah, let's proceed further. We can directly fire up this commands. It already have those things that we require. We don't have to prompt anything. And also it's a simple application, so yeah, I'm skipping one or two steps in between. But if it's a big application, then yeah, you have to do it. So we have task.md files created. Here's a task.md file which has a total of 24 tasks, and tasks as per the user stories. For the MVP version, what are the tasks we have? We have it, and once and as the task completes, we have the tick mark here. Once all the tasks complete, make sure to check this file, like if all the tick marks are there or not. So as per the user stories, it has separated the tasks as well. So let's proceed further to analyze perfectly, like there's an alignment between the spec that we have created, the plan we have, and the task we have before coding it. Let's proceed further. SpecKit, and we have this analyze command for it. Let's go with it. I'm doing the cross artifact consistency check now. Uh, for your information, you can also use your Codex app for the following. I'm going with this one because it's pretty handy to see all those files and all. But yeah, Codex app also has good UI and we can see code more properly. But yeah, it's I find it good. So yeah, let's move. So here is a specification and analysis report regarding it. Coverage summary, yes, has just okay. So it basically is just for the verification and validation purposes. Let's proceed further with the implementation part and let's do. We have the next steps, next actions also. You can proceed further with the SpecKit implement. If there was anything like if anything was missing, then he would directly ask you what is the thing and get the info from you and then proceed further with this step with the implementation step of it. Let's proceed further with the implementation part. So in implementation part, as the name says, it builds the application from the task given. Let's see. So it's blocked because the code base uh, doesn't have any code. What I found, no package.json, no app yet, and git fails. Okay, git I haven't applied. So the exists are complete, but there's no Next.js project to implement it to. So the implementation step needs one of these first. Point me to the real Next.js application. Let me scaffold the new Next.js application. Then you can implement to-do feature. If you already have generated app files elsewhere, sync them to the workspace. Uh, so yeah, I'll go with option 2 here to scaffold new Next.js plus TypeScript app here. Let's go with it. And here we go, we have full to do application ready. Let's see how is it. Okay, let's see. So it's scaffolded the to do application in this folder only, and we have the app file here, we have the components folder here, and we have the lib file here. So it's pretty a small application. So let's see and npm run it and see the application. So we'll do npm run. First we'll see where it's all the, where's the package.json file. Yeah, here we have it. So yeah, here we have it. Npm run dev. So it started the Next.js application here. Let's see how it has built this application. I have the Safari and let's spawn up this. Yeah, yeah, we have it. It's a pretty good one, right? Like uh, learn agentic agentic AI add to do. Yeah, you can edit it. Let's see. Uh, learn LangChain add to do. Yeah, we have it. And let's try to edit it. LangChain and LangGraph as well. Save it. Yeah, you can delete it. All right, so this is it. Uh, so you can check it out. I'll push this repo on the Git and the commands related to that, so you can try it on your own. One thing I found about this SpecKit and spec-driven development is one drawback there is like it consumes a lot of tokens and sometimes more time it takes. And also sometimes you have to edit files quite frequently here as the project goes on or as you're working in some project. And don't forget to edit these templates this checklist, constitution, plan, spec task. So please make sure to edit these templates as per your project. So yeah, this is it. Thanks everyone. Have a nice day. See you in the next video. And please don't forget to subscribe, share, and like this video.